Welcome back, guys and gals, to my channel. Loader Operator here, and today we are back in ETS2 for some more career trucking. And we are currently hauling a load of wall panels from Amsterdam to Italy. And yeah, so we'll just get out here on the road. And something else that I noticed as I logged into my Steam this afternoon, they announced the release date of American Truck Simulator. It will be February 3rd, 2016. So, yeah, as soon as that game comes out, I am purchasing it. And we'll be bringing you episodes of American Truck Simulator. You know, I think I'll still continue with the Euro Truck Simulator as well, and of course Spin Tires. And you know, I'm still working on trying to get a construction sim game, kind of, sort of. I know a couple episodes back I talked about finished getting the construction machine simulator. But I downloaded it, and for some reason it didn't work. So I kind of gave up on it for a little while. And I've been playing Spin Tires because they did that new update, you know. And I haven't actually gone back to the construction machine simulator to see if I can't get it to work again. But that will probably be something I will try to work on tomorrow. If I get it to work, then, you know, I will bring you guys an episode of that, because I do have it actually installed. I just, every time I try to load a job, it glitches out, and Windows says, well, it's had a problem, and we'll check and see if there's a solution to it, and blah, blah, blah. And but anyway, so as soon as I get that working, I will bring a episode of Construction Machines Simulator 2016. It looks like a very interesting game, actually, and from what I've seen by other YouTubers, the controls are pretty basic, very minimal. I think you have to use mouse and keyboard. But like I said, every time I try to load a job, it crashes, basically. So, yeah, for now, unfortunately, I won't be bringing any episodes of that, so, oops, grinding gears a little. But, yeah, so that's a little update news for everybody who's interested, anyway. But yeah, not sure what else I was gonna say, but I was gonna say something else. I just can't remember what it was. Oh well. And are we serious? Yes, we are negative $12,000 in the hole right now. But I'm hoping to fix that with this load. I mean, granted, I'm not gonna, you know, have a whole lot of profit from this one, but anyway, it'll get me, you know, out of debt, basically, and then I will work towards getting my loans paid off, is what I was trying to say. Because like I said, you know, I spent a whole bunch of money trying to make my truck look good for multiplayer, and I actually really like this truck. So, I mean, I've driven this truck a long ways, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to let anybody drive this truck, as well as the Peterbilt 389 once I install it. But you know, for now, this is my main truck. This is the only truck I got. I can't afford to get a new one, at least not yet, anyway, because I have to pay off some loans and such first. But yeah, once I do that, you know, I'll start buying trucks again and garages and hiring drivers, stuff like that. You know, I start getting to where I can make a profit instead of, you know, being in the red. So that's, you know, that's my goal for this profile right now. I haven't started a new online profile yet, just because I'm waiting for them to update the multiplayer version of it. Just cause, yeah, they haven't done it yet, because this is still a pretty new update, and it won't work unless I downgrade to version 1.21 something S. I think it's 4S, something like that. But I have to actually downgrade to play on multiplayer. So for now, I'm just going to continue on, you know, single player, trying to progress this profile, and hopefully, you know, they do a update on the multiplayer here in the next couple days. Because, like I said, you know, I would like to bring an episode of Euro Truck multiplayer, and I hope to be doing that in the future here. You know, because before I was having problems, because there's a few mods you can install with ETS2 multiplayer now. There's an autumn, winter, and I can't remember the third one, but there's 3 mods you can install to play multiplayer. You know, adds wintertime and late autumn and something else. But my problem with that latest update is I could never. It always kept telling me the mod was incorrectly installed. Please reinstall, or please re-download from ETS2 website. And I tried it a few times, but it never worked. So I just kind of, you know, played multiplayer with really no other trucks around, and it got pretty boring. And then, let's see here, I did it once, and it worked for like a day. And then my computer reset, and it went back to all the old settings, and I couldn't remember how I got it to work or anything like that. So after that, I just kept playing, you know, multiplayer without any other trucks around. So it got boring again. And then this update came out, and now I'm just waiting for them to update the multiplayer again. Oh no, you didn't. Yes, you did. Whoops. I pushed him a long ways. Alright, dude. Straighten yourself out there. Get going again. Or not. Alright. Now that I've, you know, sufficiently caused a big accident and a huge pileup or backup, and zoom, there he goes again. Freaking AI traffic in this game, I swear. I mean, there was no reason for him to be hitting the brakes. He had wide open lane in front of him. But that's what, you know, breaks up the monotony of this game, really. You got the occasional jerk AI driver that decides, oh yeah, you're that close, let's just slam on my brakes because you're really big and you can't stop. which is actually kind of funny because I saw that happen today because my wife and I went Christmas shopping, and yeah, somebody cut off this truck and he slammed on his brakes, and I mean, he came really close to hitting this guy. It's like, holy cow. But he didn't actually, run into him like I did. So, oops. I pushed the wrong button. There we go. I wanted to hit my cruise resume button, but I hit the cruise set button. And I set the cruise for like 57. But anyway, we got some really nice scenery around here. Got a freshly plowed field over there, it looks like. And I also have Farming Sim 2015. I kind of play that when I'm like really bored. But I thought about making some Farming Sim videos, but I wasn't quite sure, so I'll ask those of you who watch my videos what you think. Let me know if you'd like to see some Farming Sim videos. Just let me know in the comments section below. I do read all the comments, so if I don't get back to you right away, then holy cow, how did I miss that guy? I usually get back to you within 3-5 hours, somewhere in that range, because I work during the day, so yeah. But like I said, leave it down in the comments if you'd like to see Farming Sim on my channel. Any feedback's appreciated, so and like I said, I'll try to get I try to answer everybody's comments in a timely fashion, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. If you catch me on the weekends, I'll probably answer you pretty quick. So, and again, any questions, whatever, mod suggestions, whatever you feel like adding to the comment section, I'm game for. I'm willing to try anything. So. Anyway, we are doing really good on this episode. We're still at 0 damage on the trailer, which is good because I thought, we might have got some damage when I hit that car, but we got 0 damage on the trailer. 1% damage on the truck. Let's see here. We're down to a little less than half a tank of fuel. And it looks like we got a little over half a tank of DEF fluid. And for those of you who don't know, all the new diesels have a regen system that regens the unburned gases in the exhaust of a diesel now. They use what they call a DEF fluid, but it basically burns all the soot and everything out of this little chamber that's in your truck. And I know a couple guys that actually have it, that regen system or the DEF fluid, in some heavy equipment that they own. This one guy, he had it in an excavator, and one of his employees actually shut it off while it was doing the regen process. Apparently that was a bad idea because it would never restart, and they actually had to have somebody from the factory come up and reset the computer before it would actually run. And then, he made the comment like, okay, now, next time don't shut it off while it's and his regen, because I'll have to come do this again. And it was actually pretty expensive from what I hear. I mean, he never told me a price of what it cost him, but I can only imagine having somebody come up from 2.5 hours away for 15 minutes worth of work for some guy who, doesn't know anything about the newer diesels. So, needless to say, that guy is no longer working for him. Yeah, that just cost him a whole lot of money, and he's had too many employees do that to him, so he said, all right, you know what? We'll see you later. But, anyway, this guy is kind of a jerk when it comes to stuff like that, so... But anyway, back to the, the task at hand here. So here we're about halfway through the sleep cycle, so... Yeah, I was speeding. I'll admit it. We don't want to get over to that lane yet. But we do after this part. All right. Turn that off. Don't need it no more. Okay, now there's nobody coming, so we can move over. Get back up to speed again. Well, no, we can't, because we got to get off again. There's nobody there. All right. Now it looks like we're going to be two-laning it for a little bit here. Which is okay, I like these little two-lane roads. Sometimes they're more fun than, the motorways and such. Whoop, too many. And I ground some gears too, so... And I'm slowing everybody down. Honestly, I'm trying to go faster, but we're climbing up this hill, and I got a whole lot of weight back there. Well, at least for, this small of an engine, so... I'm going to check the map real quick for any rest areas here. Come on. There we go. Oh, wait. We're almost done. Seriously? Okay. I guess we're going to do this in 2 episodes then. I mean, we should make it there with no problems at all. Unless, something happens, but I can't see that within, what, 5 miles? Okay. Oh boy. Here I thought, we was going to be driving for a 3rd episode, but... And actually, I really like that sunset there. There we go. Alright, I'm willing to bet this question mark's going to be a recruitment agency. But I could be wrong, you know. It could be a dealership. No, recruitment agency. But anyway, we are here now. Whoop. Ah. Whoops. Grinding gears again there. All right. Now we need this lane. And actually, you know what? We turn right here at Pop Seat. All right. Man, there's a good thing that there's a fence here, because I would hate to fall down there. That would not be much fun at all. All right. Now we'll just get this trailer backed into the hole here. I'm a little bit off, but it's okay. I can live with that. There we go. Load finished. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more. And we will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.